All right, welcome back. Talk at the table, and the common theme here is kids and some questions. We start in Colorado, where an elementary school is making news for suspending a first-grade student. Yes, you heard me, a first grader, 6-year-old boy, suspended for a day after pointing his fingers in the shape of a gun at a classmate and said, "You're dead." The school says it has a zero-tolerance policy and said the 6-year-old boy, Elijah, was suspended for making a threat against a peer. His parents say making him miss recess would have been a suitable punishment. A day off from school seems a bit harsh. He also has to write a letter of apology to the school. And you've got, of course, politics that couldn't keep out of this. Republicans in Nevada have introduced a bill that would legalize finger guns and non-lethal firearms at school-run elementary schools. Yeah, okay, I'm not even sure what's more annoying, what the school did or that the politicians have jumped in, but you're a parent. What do you feel about this?
My wife and I have disagreements on this. Look, I think it's pretty harmless to point your fingers at someone and say, bang. Kids don't know what they're doing. It's mostly an expression of power and teasing. And look, even if you keep guns away, kids are going to pick up sticks and they're going to do it. So
you agree with him?
I hate zero tolerance policies, first of all, and second of all, there's just pointing your fingers at somebody. I support the bill. I do. I don't. The non-lethal firearms thing that they want to include for toy guns. See, I can draw the line there.
I think I'm a school superintendent. God forbid something like this happens, and then a kid one day brings a gun to school, and they're going to say there was warning signs that went ignored or whatever else. We live in a CYA culture. I understand that, but you know, it doesn't feel a little PC to me. It does, but I also get it.
Richard, I feel bad for the kid, but I differ from my colleagues. If they have zero tolerance, let's look at it this way.
0-0.
The kid will never do that again.
I think that's a fair assumption. All right, from Nevada, we go to Maryland, where a couple being hit with a book after allowing their children to walk a mile alone from a local park. Yes, this one drives me crazy. This young lady said that she and her husband practice free-range parenting. I hate there's a name for it. They say it gives their kids more space and teaches them how to be independent, nothing to do with chickens. She says that this is not some radical idea and that most adults today were raised the same way. She and her husband being investigated. They've been charged with unsubstantiated child neglect. Her son's 10 and her daughter's 6. Maryland law says the children under the age of 8 must be under the care of a person at least 13. I walked home from school at 7, a mile by myself, not uphill both ways, but I did. And I walked my younger brother home, who was all of 4 or 5 in the succeeding years. This seems to have gone crazy. The fact they call it free-range parenting bothers me, but yeah.
This is ridiculous. It's just flat ridiculous.
Does your wife yell at you, though, if you let your kids walk a mile home?
No, my wife completely agrees with me on this one. You know, it's this is the nanny state gone wrong, and I'm a liberal. Okay, this is the nanny state gone. It's terrible and disgusting, and I don't know what else to say about it.
Listen, I happen to agree with you, but I know when my little kids were on bikes, I all but had to run behind them, or else I was going to get yelled at. So, and she's not crazy. So I'm just saying it's different.
Your wife has a zero tolerance policy?
No, but she's just like, what? How would you feel if something happened to him? And there's no comeback to that. There's no comeback to that. Even if I'm like, what are you talking about?
The parents should have been charged.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
Charged?
They should have been charged because it's alleged child abuse. Listen.
Oh my God.
Predators, sexual predators, only need a half a block, and you're gonna let them walk an entire mile? Come on. No.
And then we wonder why kids,
we'll keep debating this
kids
in
in
the
junior
break.
high and
We'll
high
be
school
right back.
can't seem to do anything on their own, and they can't seem to.
Exactly.
We will be right back.